As we welcome you back, and as we can see both teams in their huddles, and we are just minutes away from tip-off time here inside the Civic Center. But we want to talk a little bit about the home team, the Defenders, and I spoke, they're coming off a 4-game winning streak. They won last week against the Panthers 75-76 in the win. Luther Page was the big man. He stepped up with 22 points to go along with 12 rebounds in 32 minutes in the win for the Defenders.
Luther Page, since dismal opening game, play, and of course that has been attributed to his coming into the country just a few days, or I believe it was the day before the opening of the NEBL season. But since then, he has been on a tear. As we made mention earlier on in the telecast, Luther Page is one of those 3 MVP candidates that are on this Defenders team.
Coming off the bench in the win, Farron Laureano, not a favorite, not his favorite thing coming off the bench, but he seems to be handling that role very well under head coach Matthew Smiling and assistant coach Darwin Leslie. He finished the game with 10 points to go along with 4 rebounds in 20 minutes.
For Farron Laureano at this point in his career, it's all about legacy right now. He has done it all. He has the MVPs. He has won championships in this league. So, he has done it all. And a player of his caliber coming off the bench and someone as humble as he is, he understands the role as to what he needs to do to make this Defenders team just amazing on both ends of the floor. So he will do whatever it takes to get the job done, and if it means coming off the bench, he has the humbleness and just the all-around mindset that this is what this team needs.
The officials for tonight's game: the crew chief, Denfield Andrewin, umpire 1, Bernard Pitts, and umpire 2, Godston Ferguson, as we are on the way inside the Civic Center.
Yes, the Defenders winning the tip-off. Zul off the pick from Luther Page, offensive foul, and the ball and the first turnover of the game goes to the Defenders.
And we'll have to see how San Pedro will handle the quickness of the Defenders here in the first quarter. It will be very important for us to watch that.
Yes. As we saw in that first game, the Defenders jumped out to an early lead, but they were looking for their 3-point shot. With this San Pedro team, they have what have made them successful in this first quarter of the season is that they have been willing to make the extra pass, and they are not rushing the approach. They understand they have 24 seconds in a shot clock, and they tend to use all of it.
I like what I'm seeing here. The first offensive possession for the San Pedro Tigersharks, taking Jihad Wright against the smaller Shaquille Crawford down in the paint, posting him up. Didn't get the basket, but he got fouled, and now he's making his free throw. Jihad Wright comes into tonight's play shooting 80% free throw for the season.
Yes.
Very, very high percentage free throw shooter.
Yes,
he make 1 of 2.
And he almost got his own miss. He goes to the line more than any other guard in the NEBL. He takes good shots. He does it all on both ends of the floor. As Devin Daly blows past the Sharks defender there, and look who that was. Martavis Adams almost beating all the defenders up the floor, a rear sighting there.
Both teams with 1 turnover here in the first quarter.
Zol fended there by Francis Arana. Zul gets it inside baseline. That's a foul. Good fall there by Martavis Adams, as Luther Page definitely had that first step on him, and instead of giving up the deuce, he gets the fall.
Martavis Adams need to be careful in picking up early fouls in this ball game. Cannot afford to do that.
Management of Martavis Adams have been superb by the Tigersharks. They're has that beautiful reverse layup goes by Luther Page. But the Sharks have been going very deep into their bench, not forcing anything with any players in this 2020 season.
The quick step there by Antoine Robinson Jr.
Yes, beautiful jab step there to get the defensive player frozen there for a minute, but defenders recover and there's a foul.
And that foul is called on number 7. That's Anton Robinson Jr. picking up his first foul.
I really seeing the foul there. Here comes Zul. High screen there. Zul, another screen. Beautiful double screen. Pick and roll to perfection.
A beautiful setup. At that time, Luther Page, recipient of the pass from Zul, and finished with the layup to give the defenders a 3-point lead.
And that is where you see there is nothing in the textbook that says you have to set one pick. You set multiple picks. As that big 3-point shot there by Francis Arana ties the ball game up. And he is doing a superb job as he comes in on the season shooting 32.3% from downtown.
San Pedro picking up yet another foul, so that's 2 fouls here in the first quarter. But Francis Arana coming out offensive-minded here in the first quarter as we see an early entrance into the ball game, Winston Pratt.
Yes, and they're looking probably to get him going with his 3-point shooting as well. What a pass! Beautiful pass there, but Luther Page is fouled. And that will be another ball on the side. The speed of the defenders definitely bothering the usually heavy-footed San Pedro Tigersharks early on in this game.
Foul call on Winston Pratt. That is his first foul.
Quick change by the Sharks as well, bringing in Kurt Chengoberti. So we see already 2 players on the bench coming early on in this game, and another strong move there by Luther Page. And I guess San Pedro Tigersharks trying to see if they can get more speed on the floor as well as more size to go along with this very long front court of the defenders. Now the turnover there. Here comes Daly, the Wakanda man. Nigel Jones gets it back to Nigel Jones. Baseline. He missed there.
Forced the shot that time, Nigel Jones.
Francis Arana bounce pass. Antoine Robinson Jr. with the hook shot. No good. Rebounded there by Devin Daly. Here comes Daly. Shaquille Crawford. Daly, jab step, looking for a higher percentage shot. He blows past his defender.
The quick hands of Kirk Chengo-Burgess getting a touch on the ball. Goes off Kirk Chengo-Burgess. It will be defender's ball.
Zul with the inbound. Zul up top to Devin Daly. Daly slows it down.
9 to shoot for the defenders.
Daly. Boom! The Daly Show.
Devin Daly shooting 32% from behind the arch that time. Nailed his first 3 ball for the defenders to give them a 9-4 lead.
Winston Pratt. Here comes Jihad Wright. Will he be looking for Pratt? Trying to draw the defense. He does. But instead of getting it out to Pratt, he draws the foul and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
And that's the second foul call on Shaquille Crawford here in the first quarter. And immediately he's out of the ball game. And as we can see, number 10 for the defenders checking in for Shaquille Crawford. And that's Ty Bradley.
Just seeing some early chess play being done by both teams, going very, very quickly to their bench.
As Jihad Wright missed the first of 2 free throws with 1 more to go. The NEBL on TNC is brought to you by Gentrack.
As that free throw is up and good. 9-5, 4-point advantage for the defenders.
Turnover there once again by the defenders. So both teams are a little bit sloppy here in the first quarter, not controlling the ball as well.
Francis Arana. High screen by Burgess. Francis Arana. And Another
block,
season.
but it's a block by Nigel Jones.
The old Francis Arana would have been looking for Kurt Chengaberdes. The new Francis Arana is looking for the shot. And on the other end, Nigel Jones make them pay 12-4 defenders.
And you cannot leave Nigel Jones that wide open from behind the arch. He's shooting 31.3%.
Winston Pratt with the turnover. Luther Page on the fast break. Zul, crossover. Zul gets it out to the corner. Ty Bradley. Jumper is no good. Rebounded there by Kurt Chengaberdes.
Wide open shot that time missed by Ty Bradley, but he need to take those. He was wide open.
All-time leading rebounder in NBL history. Boom! The hot shooting of Winston Pratt continues.
Winston Pratt picking up where he left off last weekend. Open behind the arch, and he nailed his first 3 ball here in the first quarter.
Ty Bradley. Sloppy play continues for both teams. Daly, corner 3 from Zul. No good. Big rebound there, but right into the hands. Here comes Winston Pratt. Winston Pratt. 5 quick points for Pratt as he gets the Sharks to within a bucket.
And I can see the confidence now building inside Winston Pratt.
Zul is fouled. Definitely a high stakes, high pressure game. Not a good foul there. And
it was Francis Arana getting a piece of the arm of Michael Zul. He will be at the free throw line shooting 3 free throws.
Zul. First one is up and good.
Michael Zul coming into tonight's shooting 83.3% from the free throw line in the season.
And that's good. A guy that can penetrate and get to the hole with high efficiency, you know, being able to draw fouls and shoot at a high clip is definitely good for business.
One more free throw to go. And Zul making good on all 3 free throws for the defenders.
That's a very, very difficult thing to do, going 3 for 3 on your free throw attempts.
6-point lead here in the first quarter. 15-9, the defender leads the defending champion San Pedro Tigersharks.
Good job step there, freezing the defender. What a pass inside to the cutting Antoine Robinson Jr.
How did Jihad Wright did it? 3 defenders there inside the paint, and he found Antoine Robinson Jr. for the layup. Beautiful basketball.
Just called timely passing. He knows when the double and triple team is going to come, and he passes out of it beautifully. Luther Page, top of the key jumper, nothing but net. 17-11 defenders.
And this defenders team kicking on all cylinder here in the first quarter, looking very sharp.
Yes, they look like a well-coached team. Both of them are. Chengo. Robinson, defended there by Jones.
Not a good screen that time from Kurt Chengaberdes.
Kurt Chengaberdes somehow gets it up top. Almost goes glass, Winston Pratt, but the putback. Sharks relentless on the offensive rebound.
Jihad that time attacking the offensive glass.
No good. DSP with the miss. Robinson with a crossover. Beautiful crossover there. Stripped off the leg of Robinson. Ball to the defenders.
It was the quick hands of Michael Zul getting in there to give help to Luther Page. Stripping the ball. Ball goes off. Antoine Robinson Jr. Love the defense so far from both teams.
Yes, Jones bringing it up. 2-possession game. Jones with the crossover. Jones with a beautiful move. ISO ball at its finest.
Antoine Robinson Jr. just a step slow in guarding Nigel Jones. He will need help.
Winston Pratt gets it out to Robinson for 3. No good. Rebound there by Zul. Here come the defenders. What a pass. Not a 2. And you got to really throw that one long to get it out the reach of the very long wingspan of Nigel Jones.
Zul acknowledging to Nigel Jones and also Luther Page, my fault. He knew he had them wide open. They were in front of the pack, but just the pass was just a little bit too long.
Francis Arana Bounce pass to Jihad right. Post. Posting. The toaster was off on that one.
And the foul will be called on Jihad Wright. And that will be Jihad Wright first personal foul here. But it will be San Pedro's 15th foul. Let's see if they will be going to the end of the court to shoot free throws.
Tablada getting ready to check into the ball game for the first time. Being corralled there by Coach Matty Smiling.
We have a timeout on the floor, so what we'll do, we'll go to a break and then we'll come back with first quarter action. We'll be back.